What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to guarantee to get your first wholesaling real estate deal. I'm going to show you what I have called the 5 fingers of death system for finding your first wholesaling real estate deal. Why do I call it this? Why is it so scary? Why does it sound so crazy? What is the truth about it? Let's explain exactly how you can get your first deal in wholesaling real estate by going out here and doing the 5 fingers of death system. So I think everybody knows, basically, if y'all ever follow rap, there is a thing called the 5 fingers of death freestyle. It's from Sway. He called it the 5 fingers of death freestyle. And basically what it is I think in 2 or 3 minutes, you have to rap over 5 different beats, and it's very difficult to do. And if you're a really good rapper, you can do it pretty good. And the thing about it is it's so difficult that if you can get through it, it's pretty cool. And that is sort of the point today. I am going to show you what the 5 fingers of death system for wholesaling real estate. And this is kind of like, there's an old Bruce Lee movie. I don't think it was, no, it's not a Bruce Lee movie. It's one of the old Kung Fu movies. And I think it was the 5 fingers death punch or something like that. And that basically states if you can have the 5 fingers of death, you can go out here and destroy anything and really become a beast from everything. So that's what I'm telling you. That's how Sway got it. He got it from that movie. And it was, King Boxer, 5 Fingers of Death. That was an old one. But it was a pretty funny movie from the 70s. It was all those like old Kung Fu movies. But 5 fingers of death. So if we're going to give you the 5 fingers of death for wholesaling real estate, you're going to just be like a Kung Fu master, number 1. And number 2, you're going to be like Sway. And that's pretty gangster. So there's been some cool raps. You guys have any free time, just look up 5 fingers of death freestyles. Just some pretty cool ones. And yeah, so that's what we're doing today. And no, we're not going to do no freestyle raps today, but maybe I'll put ChatGPT. We already have a wholesaling rap and everything, but that's what we're doing today. Guys, people would charge $1,000, $2,000 for stuff like this, but I'm going to give it out absolutely for free. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all know how to go out here and learn wholesaling for free. This is what we're going to teach. This is how you're going to get your first wholesaling real estate deal. And this is how you get rich in wholesaling real estate by doing these things. That's going to lead to your wholesaling real estate success. So if you're excited, ready to go, y'all know the drill. This is not a drill. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below your questions, and we're going to help you become the best wholesaler possible. And let's get it going, guys. So without further ado, let's get the DJ and let's learn some wholesaling. Woo!
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up, bitch. Get up.
Let's go. I'm excited, guys. I'm ready to go. We're going to get it going. So the 5 fingers of death, like a freestyle, like a Kung Fu battle, we're getting it ready. And who else can I put behind me than Biggie himself? He's behind us. It's a wholesale rap. We got to get it going. We're going to make some money. We're going to get rich today in wholesaling real estate. And let's get it going. Now, guys, I love Tupac. Everybody knows I love Tupac. He is probably, I would put him ahead of, in the 90s, probably any rapper out there, just with his sheer flow and range of everything. But if you're talking freestyles only, the greatest freestyle rapper I've ever seen is Biggie. And Juice World is a very close second. And all the 90s guys are gonna be upset. Juice World's probably close second. Tupac above everyone, but for freestyle, holy moly. You gotta look up freestyle. Look up Biggie freestyle. Even as a kid, insane. Like out in Brooklyn, the streets, amazing. Juice WRLD number 2 for freestyles. But guys, who else am I going to put on here, right? We're talking from this, and we think about this, and we got to go out here and get rich. So let's get rich in wholesale and real estate. Let's go. And remember, little thing on the bottom, freewholesaling.com. That's how you get this information on here. So, yeah, let's get it going. But yeah, no. Eminem, yes. Eminem's great, but I hate to say, but I'm talking about 90s. All right. Eminem's good at freestyle. He really is, but it's tough to be Biggie for a freestyle. I'm just saying his voice, but we'll break it down. I'm not saying I'm not getting the whole debate today, but let's get into wholesaling real estate, right? Let's talk about this 5 fingers of death system, and let's break it down. And I'm a very visual learner. So if I'm a visual learner, I got to bring the visuals out to you. So we got the iPad out today. We're really gonna bring the whiteboard out and really share with you the 5 fingers of death system. So sounds scary, right? Sounds crazy, but it is true. So let's get how to get your first deal with the 5 fingers of death system. All right. So it sounds scary, but I'm telling you, it's scary because it is not like something that's scary for you, but it is a weapon you can use to destroy competition and become successful. Now, before we start, you got to know I am probably got one of the worst handwriting in the wholesaling real estate game, but it don't matter because I make it up by just flexing on gurus. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to break down. And let's just talk about it and let's just get straight into it so everybody knows. So the first part in what we'll call the 5 fingers of death system is number 1. So this is the gauntlet you have to get through. So if you want to get your first wholesaling deal, go through the system. So there is going to be 5 key tenets, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll call it 5, okay? Now, if anybody out here ever watched Naruto, y'all know one of the GOATs, Rock Lee, Mike Guy, they go through the 6 gates, right? They got to get through each one, and they basically become unstoppable. So this is basically the same thing. You got to get through the 6 gates to become unstoppable. You don't need to have skills. You just have to have the will to do it. And so we're going Mike Guy style today on here. So let's break down the 5 things on here. So let's talk about the first gate we have to get through. It kind of sounds like Kill Bill too, but like, I don't know why I'm getting all kung fu today, but let's talk about the first one. How do you get your first deal? Number 1, what does everybody out here want to get the first deal? This is super simple, okay? We are going to cold call how many? I'm going very slow. Every probate, okay? For the past 30 days. That is number 1. And y'all can cry all you want. Let's just focus on this. So many wholesalers, they get so like, oh my gosh, they get so like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. Hey, let's just focus on this one thing. Let's just deviate your focus everywhere. Let's focus on one very important thing. Number 1, if we didn't get a first deal, let's cold call every probate. That's it. Why? Because it's a little difficult to pull that, not too difficult, but good enough to get through. And then you don't have to make 5,000 calls. That is the point. You can get a lot of deals by not making a lot of calls. This is why I tell everybody to do it. That is number 1. We're going to cold call every single probate out here. Not that difficult, I think. I think it's very doable for everybody. But that is not an easy task. You have to do this. And we're going to go, guys, this is a full breakdown. Like, I want you guys to get your first deal. I'm sick of this. So for cold calling every probate, what does that entail? What is the step-by-step approach on this? What does this entail? Well, let's go to A. So A, that is going to entail, we're going to have to pull the probate list, right? Pull the probate list. B, it's going to, and then we'll put from online or clerk of court in person, right? And the reason why I'm writing this is because I'm going to post the notes in the Facebook group for everybody. So y'all don't have to write the notes. The notes you can download and just have it for you. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'll make a little ebook on this, but we're going really in detail because I want to write these notes so you can have these notes for yourself. So I think that's kind of cool. So B, number one, pull the probate list from the online clerk of the court website, right? Number B, so what is the second part on here? Once we pull the probate list, we're going to have to really probably cross-reference it, right? We're going to have to what we call cross-reference. Whatever, I'll spell that wrong. Who cares? Basically, what that means, I'm not trying to confuse anybody. Let's go to freeholding.com. We'll learn how to do that the right way. But we're just going to be like, okay, so if Sally Sue died, we got to make sure that Sally Sue owns property. So we're probably going to go to the property appraiser and just search Sally Sue. She pops up that she owns 123 Main Street. That's cool too. And then we're also going to see that Sally Sue died, and then that John Smith is the son, right? Let's call him the son. All right. And so if John Smith Sue is the son here, he's going to be the person that we actually want to contact, because unfortunately we can't contact Sally Sue. We'd probably have to go to some pastor or something to go reference her, but that's probably not even going to work either. So we got to do the second best thing we can possibly do, which is contact John Smith. And because of this, number C, we are going to go skip trace PR. That's basically it. So we're going to go skip trace the PR, John Smith. We're going to go find his address. TruePeopleSearch.com works really well. On top of that too, on the clerk of the court, he probably has a address to put it on. He probably has an address to put it on, and then just put his address, and then you can kind of skip trace him from there, and then that'll work pretty well too. And then on top of that too, you can go through like a True People search too. So TruePeopleSearch.com, just look the guy up, it'll pop up on there, and then you get relatives. On top of that, I can skip trace Sally Sue, and then just make sure off a skip trace it might have like relative like one, and then it'll have relatives phone numbers, which we can do from there, right? That'll be pretty cool. They'll skip trace. And then number D, we're just going to call with freeholding.com script. Script. I'm making it smaller. Oh my God, my handwriting is getting worse by the hour. Then boom, you call it the script, and then that is it on this end. So we're going to make this kind of bundle up here. But number one, we're going to cold call every single probate for the past 30 days. So A, we're going to pull probate list from online clerk of the court. B, we're going to cross-reference Sally Sue owns the property. Then we're going to go skip trace the PR. We're going to get his address, truepeoplesearch.com. From there, be perfect, right? And then you're just going to call with the freeholding.com script. That is it. All right. Like, oh, do I send letters out? No. Just cold call. Okay. That is number one. All right. Let's go back here to number two. Let's make number two blue. All right. Number two, it's going to be a very, very, very simple one. Do not get this all worked up, stressed out. But this is going to be, remember, guys, it's not called the 5 fingers of death it's called that for a reason. It's not called the 5 fingers of easy, or like the 5 fingers of just, making it simple, right? Because it's not scary. You're not going to go whoop your competition by just sitting on your butt all day doing nothing, right? We're going to work our butt off. The reason is because if you go through all these, you're going to become unstoppable and get your first deal. So number two, we are going to reverse drive for dollars. 1,000 leads. Now, guys, this is not going to take you a day to do. All right. This is going to take some time. And for my virtual peeps, I'll have a special one for you. Okay. There will be a special one. We'll do that one really quick too. But reverse drive for dollars, 1,000 leads. Pretty simple. Okay. Number A, we can find ugly houses. or put the reverse drive for dollars on government lists. Basically, those are the type of leads we can reverse drive for dollars. Government lists, code violations, probates, water shutoffs, evictions, tax delinquencies, liens, all those great lists. I'd probably do both together. That's what we're going to go after, right? B, on top of that, once we find ugly house, we're just going to put the sticky note on it. And what's the sticky note going to say? Be pretty easy, right? We're going to make a little sticky note right here. So the sticky note's going to be yellow. Yellow sticky note, they cost like, I don't know, half a penny each. And this is a small sticky note, but just make it a little bigger, right? Hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question. Please call me. And 772-000-001 or whatever. Like it's a fake number, but like you do that. Quick question about the property, whatever it is. Just put that on the sticky notes, and then boom. There's some cool custom stampers. People have been putting in the group that are kind of cool too. But like, I mean, something simple. It looks handwritten. It looks unique, right? Kind of cool. But that's what the sticky note is going to look like, right? So look like that. Pretty nice, but that's what it'd be. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Then what you're going to do next is just going to receive a call. So to get inbound leads. And then the rest go to Wholesaling.com. You talk to them. Hey, you're calling me about, yeah. I was actually calling in the, Memphis area, and I was looking, me and partner looking to buy some more properties, and we're just seeing if anyone in that area was looking for it. Then you go from the MCTP, go from there, Wholesaling.com is all in there. That's just the reverse trying for dollars part. Now for my virtual peeps, we'll call this, make it a dark blue. All right, screw it. We're going to call it 2, and then we're going to do it the virtual. All right, we're going to make the virtual portion. Okay, if you're doing virtual, we can make it just pretty simple, but we are going to do this. Actually, this is actually even easier. All right, like this is even better than reverse trying for dollars 1,000 leads. But what we're going to do instead is we are just going to cold call or text all evictions. Pretty simple, okay? That's it. All evictions. And then we're probably going to do that for, let's say, 90 to 120 days in the past. Or do it 400, whatever one you really want to do, right? And so this will probably entail pulling the list, B, skip tracing, and then C is going to just be SMS or calling. Same script, all that stuff. Remember, it's all going to be in free wholesaling.com. Boom. So if you learn how to do all those things, all there, freewholesaling.com, right? So that's going to be number 2. Now, let's go back here to number 3. Now, we're at the third stage. Things getting spicy here. All right. Now we're going to get going. Now we got to keep it up and start doing a little better. So let's go here and let's get it. All right. So next one here is going to be number 3, which is going to be pretty simple. Like that was probably the hardest one out of them all for now. But number 3 here is just going to be, we are going to cold call every code violation. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. But Zach, what if I have some cash? I don't care. Okay. Past month. Every code violation. right? Past month. Pretty simple. From there, basically pull the list. It's terrible. Pull list, B, skip trace, and then C, call. Pretty simple. Nothing too crazy there, right? Keep it simple there. And now we're at 4. Now things are, this is when we're really spicing it up. This is really where the 5 fingers of death gets its name in wholesaling real estate, or how I'm giving it its name. This is pretty ambitious, but it's intense, and it's intense for a reason, okay? We are going to make this one green for money. Why not? On top of this, we are going to cold call, or I'll let you SMS. I'll give you that, okay? Because that's a lot of cold calling. Cold call or SMS every lien past month. Pretty simple, nothing crazy, but every single lien. Credit card debt lien lists, the basically utility liens if you really want to get crazy on that, IRS debt lien lists, all these type of liens out here, you're going to pull every single lien and cold call it. Tax liens, like every single lien. I would probably skip mechanics liens, but like pretty simple, right? You're going to do the same thing. You're going to pull liens, skip trace, and call/text. Nothing crazy, but not bad. Now we are on the red. This is going to be red. This is the last part. Oh my gosh, this is going to be really easy. I haven't got my deal. I'm going to prove Zach wrong. It's over. Zach's done with. I'm going to prove that I can do this without getting a deal. You don't even know the last one. Everybody knows the last one. What do they say? The path to heaven is paved through. Bad word I can't say on YouTube, but everybody knows the path to heaven is paved through suffering and a lot of pain and struggle. So the path to heaven is paved through struggle. Now the last path, this is the last one we got to deal with. This is not the easiest one, but it's the simplest one to do. This is pretty simple. We are going to recall every one of the 4 lists above. One time. And if no answer, we are going to leave a voicemail and text. That's it. Do that. Every single person will get a contact on there. So if they didn't answer the phone, you're going to leave a voicemail text. Pretty simple. Copy and paste the text. Make it simple. But that is going to be the 5 fingers of death system right there. Because I want you guys to understand that it doesn't seem crazy. Doesn't seem that difficult. But what I could tell you is, for a lot of people out here, it's very scary. It is very, very scary. For a lot of people, it's the scariest pirate type thing ever. But if you can get through the 5 fingers of death system, it will lead you to wholesaling success. So let's go over the 5 fingers of death system really quick for everyone. Remember, this is not as difficult as it seems, but I will show you really quick. So number 1, cold call every probate for the past 30 days. We have the lists here. Number 2, reverse drive for dollars. 1,000 leads. Sticky notes right there. Virtual if you're going to do it. Cold call or text all the evictions for the past 90 days. Seek freewholesaling.com to learn how. Cold call every code violation for the past month. 4, cold call SMS every lien for the past month. And then pretty simple, we're going to recall all this list once again. And that will lead to you getting your first wholesaling real estate deal. Repeat that on and on, you're going to get rich in wholesaling. It's impossible not to get rich with this system. So that is it. That is my system. I think a lot of people, they don't like how simple it is. But once you realize getting a wholesaling deal is actually pretty simple, it all comes out to just going out here and consistently marketing. And when you figure out that doing these things every single day is going to lead to you consistently marketing, because you have to consistently market to cold call all these lists all the stinking dang time. And it gets very worrisome for a lot of people. So that's it, guys. If you want to get your first deal, 5 Fingers of Death system. And I could make a full presentation in front of thousands of people on a stage and have my mic and get my jacket on and right. I ain't doing that. All right. Y'all know that. All right. I ain't no broke guru. So that is my system. Guys, if you want to learn more about that system, you already know where to go. Just go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course, and I'll break down that system a little more, the in-depths, the intricacies of it, and it'll break it basically all down there. So one more time, guys, cold call every probate for the past month, reverse drive for dollars, 1,000 leads in virtual, just call them. Number 3, cold call every code violation for the past month. Number 4, cold call every lien for the past month. And then recall all the lists from the next month or for forever when you're doing it. That is how you're going to do it. Now, if you want to get the notes of what I just said here, they will be posted in the Wholesaling Houses for Real Mastermind Facebook group. Pretty simple. Just go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. They will be posted after. Let me write a note actually on here so I remember. Post notes from live to Wholesaling Houses for Real. All right. Beautiful. All right. Let me just post my thing. There we go. All right. So how do you go on there? Just go to Wholesaling Houses for Real. Let me get the link for everybody on here. And this is the link. Let's pop it up here. Boom. All right. Yeah, you can replay this on YouTube whenever you want. It'd be pretty simple. But we'll post them a little later today. And so you just go here, Wholesaling Houses for Real. This is the Facebook group, 86,800 strong. And we'll just post it on here. People got some cool posts and stuff like that. But yeah, also on top of that, if you guys want to talk to me one-on-one, this is also the group to be in it. So just search Wholesaling Houses for Real. Should pop up. If you can't see it, you're blocked because you probably try to sell a course. And we'll go in here. So actually, wait. You click here. You see the featured tab. Look at this handsome fella. You click the StreamYard link there. You hop on and get to talk to me absolutely for free, one-on-one. So let's answer some questions. Let's see if I can help you guys out with anything. And let's see what we can do to help you become the best wholesaler you possibly can be. So let's break it down. Let's get it going. And let's see how we can help you out. So here's the number one thing. I did not say cold call every pre-probate. I said cold call every probate. The thing about that system, that list I just gave to you, is this is not a suggestion. I did not make these suggestions for you, okay? These are absolute musts that you have to do. You can't pick and choose what you want to do or where. No, all right? You have to actually go out here and do the list exactly as it said. That's going to be the best way for you to do it, all right? Do not pick and choose what you want. Do what you have to do and get it going. Regarding the man and his wife selling the property in Longview, I'm wondering how long should we wait for them to call us? Call them back tomorrow. Give them a day. All right, let's go here. All right, let's see here. All right, so I want to explain one thing because this is going to be the last thing we're going to do. This boy, and I'm not calling this guy out. You know what? Screw it. I will call this guy out, okay? Chris has posted the same question 40 different times on this live stream. And this will be the last thing I'm ever going to answer from Chris unless he wants to hop on this one-on-one. Chris, if you do not hop on this one-on-one today, and I need your name to say Chris, I'll pop up a Chris right now. Chris, you will be the last. This will be the last time I ever speak to you unless you want to hop on the one-on-ones today or tomorrow. You've asked, how can you learn one-on-one how to make calls and how to wholesale? You've asked a million times how to get started in wholesaling. If you do not want to join the Facebook group and do the one-on-ones, there's nothing I can do to give you a one-on-one help on this. Go pay a guru who's going to give you broke advice because they're broke. That is it. You've asked a lot of things. You're complaining of what time I started the live stream. Like, if you're already complaining here, just imagine what it takes to complain when you're marketing, dude. So, Chris, you're capiche right now, all right? hop on the one-on-ones. If I do not see a Chris on here in the next 10 minutes, I can't answer. I will not answer any more questions. You've asked every single day. You keep asking, but you actually don't want to go out here and do the one-on-ones. You actually don't want to go ask the real questions. You don't even want to go through freewholesaling.com. I don't do it anymore, okay? I have freewholesaling.com, so I don't have to deal with this. It helps you out. It helps everybody out. So that was the last time we're speaking to Chris, unless he wants to hop on the next 10 minutes. So, okay, got the timer set for Chris. So let's answer some questions, then we'll do some one-on-ones on here and see how I can help the people out. All right, let's see here. Learn every day. Appreciate it, Peter. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Oh my God. I named my son's middle name Tupac. That's pretty cool. All right. We're getting a lot of Rock Lee. 5 Fingers of Friendship. Yeah, the gurus are going to make their own. The guys, they're going to steal what I do. They're going to make a video. They'll probably make a course on it. What are we going to do? All right. About to be falling today, aiming for 100 calls, bro. I was doing the one analysis paralysis. Jesus, keep it up. I remember talking to you, man. Get the 100, dude. I'm telling you, hop back on when you get the 100 and we'll get it going. I'm still waiting on our one boy from West Palm. I told him to do 200, get back to me. He has not hopped on this week. So we're still waiting for him. But yeah. Where do you place the sticky note? So I didn't explain that. You put the sticky note on the door of the property that has the motivated seller on it. Pretty simple. Let's see here. Zach Ginn, Data Legends, appreciate it. Of course, man. So I'm excited. So let's do some one-on-ones. I want to hop in the one-on-ones, help the people out here, and let's break it down. So the one thing also is I want people to know we have a big announcement coming tomorrow. So I want everyone to see it. It's going to be pretty cool. It's not some announcement. We're going to wait an hour in the live stream. We're going to get the first 5 minutes. We're just going to get into it. And it's a huge announcement that's going to be tomorrow. So if you guys want to hop on to it, it'll be pretty cool. It's been insane for me to go out here and make it, but it's going to be crazy. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to make a lot of people money, and it's going to disrupt a lot of people. I'll tell you, I probably know 6 gurus that are going to absolutely lose their minds. They will. I recommend if you're a guru tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern, you bring some tissues, because you're going to need them for the crying you're going to do, for the amount of money you're going to lose. And so it's going to be hilarious. But we're going to do it. It wasn't the biggest announcement I ever made was freewholesaling.com, because that was my funeral for gurus, and that was a fun one. But tomorrow's not going to be as crazy as that, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. So make sure everyone hops on at 1 o'clock sharp tomorrow. And maybe I'm on a couple minutes after, but it'll be pretty cool. It'll be a big announcement. We've been working on it, and it's going to be pretty cool. So let's do some one-on-ones. Let's get it. So Donna says, hey, Zach, how can I have a one-on-one? Did you mention Facebook? Adonis, watch the whole video I just did today. I just showed you. Go to Wholesaling House for Real. There's a streamer link on the top, and click that. If you can't get in through there, I don't know what to tell you. All right. So let's help the people out. So number one, we got Esmeralda. What is up? All right. Ryan.
What's going on, Zach?
He's ready. What's up, man? How can I help you out today?
Yeah, so, God, man, I'm ready to move on from this. I'm still upset about it, though. But, so last week. Yeah, so I was talking to Rick about it last week. What would have been my first deal got pretty much torn down by a third party, unfortunately. And
Realtor?
it was, yeah, I mean, had to be. But, I mean, this dude, I kind of was looking at his Instagram, whatever. This dude sells like multi-million-dollar homes, whatever. He's got his Ferrari on his page, whatever. But whatever. So dude wanted me to put down $10,000 as a deposit, and I wasn't doing that. And the seller was just like, oh, whatever he says, I'm gonna go with, he's got my best interest. I trust him. And I tried working around it. I tried explaining to her why I didn't want to do that, and it was just unfortunate because I think she was just very gullible, just doing whatever he wanted. And so, I mean, I guess my question is like, how do you overcome that EMD objection? Because even like that's just unreasonable to me. I would have thought maybe a couple thousand, but he wanted me to put down $10,000. The price we had agreed on was 445. I can't do that.
We've already had this convo, man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a realtor, man.
I had my reasons, but I said one, so my partners and I, we got multiple projects going on. We can't have $100,000 of our own money locked up in escrow at one time. You know, that was one. Another reason I said was, you know, it's not going to change anything.
So 100K EMD is what they officially was like the lowest they do.
No, he said 10,000, but I was like, you know, I'm an investor. My partners and I, we have other projects going on.
There's
We
a
can't.
realtor that said that, right?
hmm Not even the seller, but the
This is
seller was
easy,
like,
dude. Bro, I already know what's going on. Like it didn't take a rocket science to figure this out. Ryan, you are looking to buy the house, which is going to. Let's break this out. What is the number one thing realtors care about? You've heard me say it a million times, but what is the number one thing realtors care about above anything?
money.
Money. So if you buy this house through my friend, I'm not going to get my full 3%, right? I'm not going to be able to show that I got an extra sale, which is going to help me get more clients. So you buying this house, Ryan, is going to stop me from making money. And that's all I care about because I'm a realtor.
He wasn't making money on it though. He was just the seller's friend.
You didn't let me finish, man.
Okay, my fault.
Guess what happens if Ryan can't buy this property? You know what? You should list this with me. I can help you out here. And guess what that realtor is going to do then? He'll be making money by you not buying the property because then he'll list it. He's waiting for his friend to get more motivated.
Yeah.
And so this all comes down to money. And
Yeah.
you are the one thing stopping this broke realtor from making money. And so they gave you a $10,000 EMD. They're trying to stop you. That's it.
Yeah.
So this is why we don't deal with on-market properties when you don't have the EMD for it.
It was off market though.
It's got a realtor on it, man. If
Yeah.
there's a gatekeeper for realtor, it's pretty much considered on market in my eyes. It's not on market, but there's a realtor as the gatekeeper.
Yeah, it might as well have been.
You're not sorry. Let's do it direct to seller. Okay, direct to seller. Fine, that's better.
Yeah.
But Ryan, now you're getting the problem where you're hanging up on one deal, and you know why most wholesalers hang up on one deal? Because they don't have other deals in the pipeline.
hmm
There's plenty of fish in the sea, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up on the person that's treating you like trash.
Yeah, and I'm trying, man. It's still in the back of my head a little bit because I haven't got my first deal yet, and I was really close to it, and you know, it was also my first appointment, and
It's your first one.
we got to
they're treating you like trash. On to the next one.
yeah, yeah. So kind of goes to my next question so I got my list, and I'm pretty sure this is normal, but I just wanted to confirm it. But let's say on a list of 300 people, only like 20%, if that, even answer. And it's really frustrating because obviously I'm not gonna, you know, I want to move
What
on list. Sorry,
What list?
driving for dollars.
Okay, so about
So
20% answer.
on average,
You know how you can double that to 40?
how? Call it again?
You've listened to me enough. What do you think I'm going to tell you to double your amount of people you can contact by driving for dollars?
Reverse driving for dollars.
So you already know this. It's already in your head. So are
And
you reverse driving for dollars?
I have a little bit, but does it even make sense? Yeah, a little bit. I haven't yet like fully focused
So
on
give
it.
me
But
your
I've done it a
limiting
little
belief
bit.
on why you're not doing all of them.
What was that?
Give me your limiting belief on why you're not doing every single reverse drive for dollars on when you drive for dollars.
Because I have it in my head that a lot of these homes look vacant and I know are vacant. So I'm like, should I even put a sticky note on there? Are they even gonna look at it?
So tell me that is your limiting belief. So explain. My limiting belief is I think no one's going to look at them. Say it to me.
My limiting belief is I feel like no one is going to look at the sticky note.
That's great. So guess what you're going to do, Ryan? I want you to prove me wrong. I want you to put how many people are on your drawing for dollars list right now?
I have multiple different lists, but I got about 1,000 right now.
All right. Let's do 500 drawing for dollars leads and shake your head before you put everyone like Zach is so stupid and wrong. Just say that before you slap it on. And then get back to me in a month and tell me how many calls you get back. And if it's 0, then I will say, Ryan, I am an idiot. You are right. But guess what's going to happen? A family member is going to go by and look at the house, or someone's going to check on the house. Dude, a quarter of them are going to be vacant. There's someone's going to be there. And you're going to get at least 20 extra % calling you back. That's going to double your rate. That's all you do. If you get in front of 50% of all the people, that's good because you're going to follow up with them. That's it, man. I'm telling you, vacant properties, people see it. You know why? When I see a vacant property by a deal I do, I stick a bandit sign in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it in the house. I get a call usually that weekend.
Like at the front yard?
Yeah, put in the front yard.
Yeah.
No one's going to see it. They all see it. The owners go by, family member go by, and they all give me a call.
Yeah.
So because it seems like no one's living in there, someone's probably there. At least checking in on the property.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it, man.
All right. All right.
It's a limiting belief, man.
Yeah.
And it is the belief that is limiting you from doing more deals. And so we got to cut that out, man.
Yeah. For sure.
And so coming from a guy that's done a lot of deals, I can tell you, do it. And that'll lead you to, it's an extra 5 seconds, man. 20% is not bad though. And so how we're going to get you to 50 to 60%, we're going to reverse drive for dollars, and everyone that doesn't call you back, you're going to call those. And then you'll be at least 50%.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm good on that.
All right, man.
All right.
I'm trying to cut the excuses out, man. You're hopping on you. You're trying to get, seriously, if you pay me $1,000 right now, this is the advice I'm going to give to you. Just do it. Do 500 and then prove me wrong. If we get no calls back, then boom. We don't have to do it anymore. But I can't sleep at night knowing that you didn't try everything possible to get your first deal. It would be disingenuous in my heart to do that to you. So just try it out.
All right. I will.
All right, man.
I
Go
appreciate
after
it,
dude. Also, reverse drive for dollars government lists.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to look into that too. I got,
No. You ain't
when I
gonna look into
requested,
it.
a
You're
lot
not
of these
looking
people
into
that
it.
I
You're going
call,
to do it.
yeah, when I call the code enforcement officer, like, oh, go submit a request online. Like, should I still go in person?
Go in person. Be annoying.
Okay.
Ryan, you have to be so annoying that they're like, it is actually less annoying for me to give you the list than you actually coming here every single day trying to get this list.
Yeah.
Because right now, Ryan, you're being annoying to them. We're not going to give you the list. Shoo.
Yeah.
Most guys just give up. And the annoying Ryan goes away. But if you're there every single day calling in person, I'm just giving this guy the list. I'm sick of it. Because these are people. These aren't robots, right?
Yeah.
They're not programmed to say no every time. And you'll get the list, dude.
Yeah. I mean, they're not just going to tell me the same thing. Oh, go online, submit a request.
Not when you go in person.
Okay. All right.
And you got to change your mindset. Not I'm going to try. I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the way your words are speaking to me is I can get an insight on what your mind is right now. There's no of, oh, I think of this. Just do what it is, right? The next part here is, oh, I'm going to try. No, you're going to do it. And then now your mindset's going to change from, I think I'm going to get a deal, or I want to get my first deal, to I am going to get my first deal. And it seems all raw, and foo-foo, and I get it, dude. When I was starting out, this seemed like all raw, and foo-foo. But the law of attraction and the laws of life in general, of the way you think in your mindset, when you think that you will do well and you think you'll do anything to get that first deal and you will do it, you visualize it, you manifest it, it actually happens, dude. Because it doesn't change your environment or the way that things are going around you, but it changes the way you think, and that'll give you more confidence, and that'll lead to getting your first deal, man.
Yeah, I agree.
So who's going to get the first deal?
Me.
How?
I won't get my first deal.
How?
I'm going to put the work in. I'm going to forget about what
I don't care about the work. What's the work?
Reverse driving for dollars, going to the code enforcement office physically. And I guess those are the main two I'm going to focus on at the moment.
And then we're going to just say screw it to the realtor and get it going, man.
Yeah.
We get 4 extra leads, so we're going to forget about it, man.
Yeah, I got to get that out of my head because, geez.
All right, man. Go
All right,
after
I
it, dude.
appreciate it, Zach.
Appreciate it. Boom. All right.
Oh, yes.
All right, Devin. Devin, you said you have a class in 5 minutes, so let's go.
Look, bro.
School's in session right now. Let's go.
Yeah, look, that is exactly okay. So, I was watching your live the other day, with the Zillow for sale by owners, and I don't normally run that list just because East Texas is kind of hard to find good Zillows, but I ran it yesterday, and so I got on the phone with a guy, and I started doing the MCTP. But I know that there's specific questions that you ask when you're doing the Zillow for sale by owners. So I kind of just wanted to ask you, like, what besides the obvious, what's the condition, how motivated are you, or not how motivated, but why are you trying to sell? What are the particular questions that you ask for Zillow for sale by owners?
So I had my live yesterday. So I would probably go through the ones that I get answered. So skip through the ones of me just not calling, and then there's about 5 good live calls I did yesterday, and just kind of go through what I was saying there, because I'm just in a flow, right? So let's do this really fast for you.
Okay.
Number 1, hey, this thing's been listed for 100 days. Is the pictures the same? Like, what's going on with that?
Okay.
That's just an icebreaker. Wait, why hasn't this sold? Something wrong with the property? Now they're not selling you, they're defending. And now they're trying, no, they are selling to you. And now you don't have to sell yourself, they have to sell to you. Ah, man, if it hasn't sold in 100 days for this price, and then you just keep going through the MCTP. Say, hey, man, I'm thinking about my partner here. I know what he's going to say. I know what Devin's going to say. He's going to say, this thing hasn't sold. What's going on? Yeah. And then I'm going to have to explain it to him that, well, we can't buy it at this price. And then you go get the offer, man. Boom.
Okay, cool. Bet that. I think I was making that harder than what it really was. And cool.
Because you are. It's simpler than you ever think it, man.
Bet. And then, okay, so what I'm working on that land deal that I mentioned to you and your dad the other last time I was on live. And I had someone ask if I wanted to do a JV with them. And so I said, yeah, they sent me the agreement. I haven't signed anything, but because I want to make sure I look over to make sure there's nothing suspect in there, but what should I look for, like the do's and the don'ts of doing an assignment, a JV agreement?
Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, there's 3 really easy rules, and I'll go them really quick. How many properties has the guy sold on vacant land in that area?
Okay.
In the past year? Ask straight up, and then get HUDs.
Okay.
If it's 0, don't sign it. Everybody wants to sign you. There's guru programs out here that target people like you, that are hustlers, that get deals done and market like crazy, and are really like, you're a hustler, man. You're a go-getter. But here's the problem. They want to profit off of you.
Yeah.
And so they put you in JV. They have no buyers in that area. And now they're going to try to throw themselves out and try to find every buyer like a mad scramble.
Right.
And guess who gets screwed when they can't sell it, or if they can't? You. Mm-hmm. And then guess who else gets screwed? The seller.
Yeah.
And they hold you up for 45 days, and it just.
Okay, so I figure even if they have sold some stuff in the area, I should still keep marketing for myself for just in case if they don't get anything.
It depends on the person you're dealing with. Sometimes they just want to do it. But here's the thing, man. If your JV partner can't find a cash buyer in 48 hours, like, it should be that simple, unless it's a difficult deal.
Yeah.
But like, all right, you sent me a deal in Port St. Lucie. Let's do the deal. Daniel sent me a deal. Hopefully it's going to be about a $40,000, $50,000 deal. I found a buyer, I think, in 3 hours. He just sent it over to me, called one of the guys. I recorded it. I'm like, hey, you want to, oh my gosh, boom, like 5 seconds. I got buyers everywhere. Like, I'm the guy here, okay? So if you send me a deal here, I can just probably text a realtor I know in Port St. Lucie, get it sold in like a couple hours. Like, if he's a really good guy or gal that can sell things, it's like a day or 2.
Okay.
The problem is when it's like 30 days to find a buyer, it's like you don't know what you're doing either. And so just there's just gurus out here that they only do that. So you have a brand new beginner that's doing that, you're gonna get screwed.
Okay.
And so yeah, just be careful, man.
I can definitely do that. I'll ask her that, because I was like,
JVing is a very hot topic, and so
yeah,
a lot of people are doing it wrong, and it's kind of getting scary.
Bet that. And then the second to last, how frequently should I redial lists? Because I've got my driving for dollars list, and I'll touch those every once in a while. if I don't get answers through that. But like the list that I pull for like vacants or liens, retired landlords and stuff like that, how frequently should I be
As
redialing
much
those?
as you can call. It really
Really?
depends on your marketing. So like code violations every month, probates every week for me, like
Okay.
the new ones, and then boom, all the new leads first, and then do a big and then a big bump on it. I'm a little different. I follow up every month for every
I'm
single
with
list,
that.
but
Okay, bet.
I don't have. You probably don't have the marketing for that, right? And so a lot
Yeah, I
of
just
direct
need
mail, cold
that's
calling,
it.
but like it just because I got a big system, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the guy as much as you can.
Okay.
And here's the cool part. Oh my gosh, this Devin guy keeps trying to buy my house. I'm so
Yeah,
annoyed. At least they know who you are.
yeah.
It's better than not knowing that you buy houses.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Same thing with follow up. Me following up with a seller that's kind of interested in selling it. Oh my God, Devin cares too much about me and my needs for my property.
I just need to sell it to him.
Such a bad problem.
Yeah.
You're good, man.
Okay, bet. I think that was. Oh, do you and your dad have a schedule on the Facebook group for your lives, or is it just at 1 Eastern time?
1 Eastern, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern, and then Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. Bet. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you.
Dude, you are officially 9 minutes. No, you are 4 minutes late to class.
Yeah, it's all, dude. This is paying me way more than school, so it doesn't even
All right,
matter.
go. All right, have a
Thank
good one, man. Boom! Awesome. Hi, I have a killer deal in PA. How can I get details to you? Support@flipwithrick.com today. So send that over. If you're in PA, we could probably get that sold in 24 hours. So I'll put that for you. Just go to support@flipwithrick.com. Actually, no. Screw it. I forgot. Just go to freewholesaling.com, top right-hand corner, JV with me. Boom. Get it sold pretty quick. So actually, I'll just show everybody really quick. I gotta log in. Do I know my password? My own website? Who knows? Really quick, I'll just show you guys right now for today. I won't break down too much of it, but just go here, JV with me. Click that, and it will give you a link, and you can just post your JV deal. But PA, that's an easy one. So yeah, for PA, just FYI, Philly's the best one for us. We got Pittsburgh. Somebody sent us a deal in Pittsburgh, which I'm like, oh, that's easy. But it was like, I think an hour outside of it, which is okay. But it was like a vacant lot. That's going to be a little harder for us to like do because I'm not the vacant land king. Properties, oh yeah, all day. I got cash buyers, like they're easy to pull for us and follow up. Like the cash buyers in Pittsburgh are going to be a little difficult on the vacants, but properties are all day, every day. So, but yeah, we can do vacant land. But yeah, Johnstown, yeah, send it in, freewholesaling.com. And yeah, also Flip with Rick's got it. There's a JV link on there, and it'll be good to go. Actually, I'll just post it on here if you want to send some today. But this will be part of the announcement we have tomorrow, so that'd be kind of cool. All right. So yeah, also I explained how to cash buyers at freewholesaling.com. Pretty quick and easy. All right. Next here we got Emery. What is up?
Hey, Zach, attack.
What's up?
I'm
How can I
not
help you
using
out?
my video because, well, a couple of things. First,
You're too handsome. That's the problem, right? You don't want people to be distracted.
That's one of the problems. So I tried to post a question about what's a good title company in Tucson, but the post never got posted on freewholesaling.com. Do you know what a good title company is in
You can't
Tucson?
post on freewholesaling.com. There's no form.
No, not free. The Facebook page. I'm sorry.
It's probably pending. Does anybody have a title company in Tucson, Arizona that's good for wholesaling? If you can, say it in the comments. Boom. We'll wait for someone to say it.
Great. Okay.
Angela, right there. Boom.
Oh, okay. Angela,
right.
can you go ahead
DM
and
her.
write down the name of the company? The other
Message her on
question I
Facebook right
have,
now.
I had a Well,
Just message her on Facebook. She'll tell you.
I have to open Facebook. Oh, okay. I will.
All right, man.
All right, in just a moment, I will. But let me ask the question first.
Of course.
So you had the that cold calling thing last night. Well, last night for me, I'm in Budapest. But I had a pre-commitment engagement, and so I wasn't on it. But that was pretty cool having the people call.
Oh yeah.
And I was wondering if I could maybe just try to call a FISBO in Tucson right now, and then kind of have you critique it for me.
Call him.
Oh,
Go. Dial. Smile and
okay.
dial. I'll answer some questions while you do that.
Now, yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know how to mute my phone, so
We want to hear your
all right,
phone.
where's this number? Where to go?
We want to hear it.
92. Yeah, but if you start talking, so
I won't talk. I'm quiet.
Oh,
I know to shut up on a lot on a
Oh, okay.
conversation with the seller.
Yeah. All right. 92 245 245 9963
I'm gonna be quiet.
963.
Well, don't say the number on the live. We don't want people stealing.
Okay. I don't know. Can you hear it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is Nick Alcantar. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I could try another one.
Try another one, then I'm gonna go do the next one.
This is get a number up. All right. Let's see. One. Come on. There you go. Bear with me just a second here.
I'm waiting.
Last couple of days, my internet's been so slow.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed that a lot of these supposedly for sale by owners are agents.
I mean, some yes, but you just asked if they're the owner.
Yeah, I'm dialing it. I'm dialing it.
Alrighty.
Mhm. Okay, I've got it. Hi, this is just Emery. I was wondering if you could help me out for a second.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, are you the owner of 15892 West Audrey Avenue in Tucson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you sold it yet, or are you still looking for a buyer?
Well, it's for sale.
Oh, great. Yeah. I saw it on Zillow. I'd like to know a little bit about the property, if that's okay. But by the way, my name's Emery. I didn't quite catch yours.
Name's Michael.
Michael, nice to meet you, Michael. Hope you're having a nice day. Can you tell me a little about the property? I can get a general idea from the pictures. It looks like it's been a while. Has anything changed since the pictures were taken?
Not really. No, it's pretty much the same. That was taken just before winter, so nothing's really changed that much.
Looks like a pretty cool property.
Well, it is. It's a neat property.
Yeah, it looks like it. So, is there anything major that it needs that I should take into account that maybe I don't see in the pictures?
Now, the house is actually in excellent shape. It's been taken care of. I've been in it for 20 years. It's house is in excellent shape. It's a block house. It's not wood.
Mm-hmm.
The roof was done just before winter. The roof was done.
Oh, that's good news.
And it painted a couple of years back. It's well taken care of. Like I say, it's pesticides are always used.
Mhm.
The property, you can tell, has a great deal of money in the property. The driveway, the paved driveways on one side of the house.
Mhm.
Nowadays, if you pave that driveway, you're looking at like $16,000 to do it.
Yeah. Prices are up. Yeah.
But other than that, no, there's no problem. Everything in the house goes. All of the refrigerators and stoves and dishwashers. There's a freezer and a refrigerator in the garage. It goes. All of the big pottery stays. It's too big and heavy to try to take out, so it all stays. Fireplace outside work, grill in the cooking area stays.
What's your timeline to get the property sold?
Well, when it sells, it sells. It was with a realtor, and the realtor did nothing. The realtor took 6 months and never even showed the damn house.
Ouch, man.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
But other than that,
well, I'm curious. So why are you selling it? I mean, that's a nice house.
I'm retired, the wife's retired, and we're leaving. We're going to another state.
Yeah, well, I always thought
there's water and rivers. You know what that's like?
Yeah. Which state are you going to?
Well, we're going down south somewhere. We really don't know. We're gonna. I mean, we have nothing anymore that keeps us here. We're gonna pick up and leave. Where we find somewhere nice, that's where we'll quit. We've been here a long time. We both retired here, so we're just out of here.
Yeah. Well, 20 years is a good bit of time. It's a good bit of time.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been trying to sell it? There was 6 months with the realtor, and it looks like it was a good bit of time on Zillow.
Well, it was a couple of months on Zillow that was there. And then we gave it to a realtor, and they didn't do anything for 6 months. And we just put it back on Zillow this week, actually.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not desperate. I own this house. I don't owe anybody a dime.
That's
so
a good.
I live here for nothing. I mean, I pay property tax and insurance, and that's extended. So I'm not desperate. We want to move. We don't have to move. Okay?
Yeah. Well, what happens if the property does not sell? You know, months and months go by, and it just doesn't get sold for what.
Continue to live here.
Oh, okay. Well,
my house. I continue to live here.
Suffer in comfort. Well, how much do you need to get from the house? I see it's up at $395, and
you can make an offer, but it better be close.
Well, what is close? How close?
Make an offer. You make an offer.
Well, have you had any offers up to this point?
I had no offers with the real estate people because they never bothered to try and bring anybody to see the house. So that's 6 months of doing nothing. I've had it on the market now for a week.
Have you had any buyer interest in this week?
Well, there's a buyer interest, yes. But like I said, if you want to make an offer, make an offer. I'll either change yes or no. That's the only thing that's going to happen.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. What do you think would be the lowest price you would take?
I'm not going there. If you want to make an offer, you're going to make an offer. If it's not good, I'll tell you no.
Yeah. I got to go over this with my daughter. Yeah, my daughter had moved. My daughter had moved to.
I'm not in the wholesale business. If that's what you're wanting, I'm not in the wholesale business. I'm not here, and this house is not here for you to make money off of.
All right. Okay, I got it. I got you. I hear you. Okay, well, let me take a little look at this, and if I'm interested, I'll give you a call back. Is that all right, Michael?
That's fine.
Okay, Michael. I appreciate your time, and you have a real nice afternoon.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, well,
all right,
sometimes
man.
You lose.
Hey, that was you did everything I probably would have done too. Here's the problem. There's only one thing I would have changed on there, man. Only one.
Oh, what?
He has it listed for a week. So there's no. He thinks he's going to sell this thing in the next month for his stupid price. We always do 100+ days on the FSBOs.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot more days than that.
Yeah, it looks like in his mind, it was listed for 6 months.
I went to the middle of, I have it by.
Here's the thing, man. Unfortunately,
yeah, I think the realtor had it on below also. That's why.
That's probably why. But in his mind, it's only been listed for a week.
Yeah, because I thought
he has the mind. Unfortunately, he has the mind of someone that just listed it. There's no pain yet. So he's, I'm going to list it. I just listed it. He's got motivation. No, he's got it. It's there. The problem is he hasn't dealt with any pain FSBOing it himself yet. That's why the 100 days. Now, you did the right thing. You called an older one, but the problem is in his mind doesn't have to be right. It's just what he thinks. And so you didn't give up your only leverage, which is that offer. Let him go through some pain first and then call him back. You'll be fine. But
it would also help if he had picked out a place, whether it's Mississippi or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't do that yet. He's just seeing what he can get first, and he's not getting anything yet. And that price is probably overpriced. But who knows? I got to look at it. But
he's got a $20,000 price cut.
He hasn't gotten hit yet.
2 days ago. He lowered the price 2 days ago already.
Guess what, man? In a month,
he's not showing me his cards.
Here's the thing. In a month, it's going to be 20. Next month's going to be another 20. And the next month's going to be another 20. And then from there, we can have a real conversation.
So how long should I wait? How long should I wait before I touch base with him?
I hate to say this, but probably 93 days.
93. Not 90.
He needs 100 days of pain, man. It's overpriced.
Okay. I got you.
You got to let him keep cutting it, dude.
And
then you hit him with the hammer. He needs pain, dude. It's most likely very overpriced. If you already cut it 20 grand the first week, he's going to keep cutting it. Because you, from the beginning, here's the thing: if you list it for 400, and then it goes to 380, then it goes to 350, and then he eventually has it for 340. All right, ready? If you offer 340 when he had it listed for 400, you're going to be a lowball guy trying to make money off of you. But if you offer 340 when you list it for 340 in 3 months, you're just going to be the reasonable person. So you got to wait on this guy. I hate to say it, but he's in a weird mindset. Let him go.
It's just not. It is a cool house, I have to admit.
It's not $395 cool.
So it's not an ugly house, unfortunately. It is move in.
Give him some pain first, man.
Okay. Well, I much appreciate the critique.
You did great, man. Like, it's not a critique at all. Like, it really isn't. Like, you did everything I would have done. So it was you didn't give the offer, which was great because that was your only leverage. And he was if you were not going to give him 385, he was going to say no.
Right. He was not ready for 300 or less.
But guess what? In a month, it's going to be listed for 375. And he's going to be mad at you for paying $10,000. See that he's just in a bad mindset, man. I dealt with these FSBOs all the time. You did great, man. Your rapport skills are probably the best I've seen from someone in a while. So you have really good rapport skills. I like that, man.
I much appreciate it.
And yeah, you start out a little nervous, but like 2 minutes in, boom, you're fine. And so you're great, man. He was just hitting you hard. He went from very nice to you to aggressive. And that was quite the 180. Like you just got that fun-loving personality, and then he just goes dark on you. I'm like, whoa. Jeez.
Well, once he sensed that we were talking. Well, what's funny, he sensed I wanted to make money on it when I told him my daughter, I have to talk to my daughter.
Oh yeah.
Which
how dare you?
Yeah, it's kind of odd. It was just odd.
Hey, what are you gonna do, man? But you talk to a bunch of those that are actually 100 days. They're gonna be deals in there. So good job, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, keep it up. Let me know if you got any more questions. That was cool.
And I'll catch you tomorrow.
All right, see you, man. Bye. Boy, that escalated quickly. Holy moly, that guy was happy and mad and all these things. Jeez Louise. Anton, what is up?
What's up, Zach?
What's up? How can I help you out?
All right, so yesterday I talked to a lady who's looking to sell her house. She gave me an exact price because the city offered her 72.5, but she
Why
doesn't
is
want
this
to
so
sell
hard?
to the city. Apparently, they put like 100 million into renovation in this lake by there, so they're buying up a whole bunch of properties around the area. A
Is it
couple people
eminent
that I
domain?
talked to before have gotten over. Hmm.
Is it eminent domain?
What is that?
Is it eminent domain?
I don't know what that means.
So basically, the city can just take somebody's house if they give them a reasonable price for it. And either you sell it to them or they just bulldoze it. That's usually
No,
the
I
reason
don't think.
he's going to buy a house. They're just buying
I
it
don't
for
think.
rental income, for passive income, for their 401k. They're buying it for
Right.
a reason. They're going to do something with it. They don't rent out properties. That's not what the government does. So they're going to do it for something. So I want to figure out what their reason is for it.
Right.
So
I don't know the exact reason, but she told me that the city offered her 72.5. But
okay, what is it worth, you think?
I look. She has about 87,000 in equity in it. She said it needs a new roof and kitchen renovations, bathroom renovations, stuff like that. There's nobody living in it right now, and she has $45,000 worth of liens on it. And she said that's pretty much what she wanted to cover. So she told me that she take uh, anything around 72.5. And the houses that are selling in the area around, I saw the ARV was around like 150, fixed up all the way.
What would the MAO be for you?
I calculated MAO at 115.
115?
Yeah, that's just me being. Yeah.
Sounds like a deal to me, dude.
Do you think I should lowball even lower than the 72 and just try 60?
So the city's offer, she wants to sell for 72, you said, right?
Yes, it was actually appraised last year at 77,000, and all she wants is
Okay.
72.
She wants 72. How much did the government offer?
72.5.
Oh, okay, so that's what she wants. I mean, between you and me,
Yeah.
I'd probably put under contract for that price.
Yeah. I looked on PropStream. It says she listed it a couple months ago herself because she used to be a realtor, but it was only on the market for 16 days, and she listed it for 45,000.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this changes a lot, man. Did you explain to her
Yeah.
why didn't it sell for 45?
I actually just looked at it this morning. I talked to her last night when I was cold calling.
Call her and get some info on that, dude. That something's sus on this.
Yeah, I told her I would talk to her again today. I can't meet with her at the property because she's 75 and her husband's older, so they're not going to be leaving their house. Would you recommend I meet them at their house? Try to get a paper contract for her?
Yeah, look at it. But figure out what's going on. Something's up with that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, man. Figure it out, dude.
I also had a different question. I cannot find the eviction list anywhere around here. I went to the clerk of the court and they said that the sheriffs are really the only ones that really deal with it.
Okay, so if I'm going to file eviction, I just go to the sheriff, so I don't have to go through the courts. Just ask them that. No, you have to go through the court. I don't go to the police and say, hey, take them out. You need a court order. It's to the court.
Yeah, they were telling me they don't keep a list on it or anything. I went up there. I called once and then I went up there once and I got nothing. But I guess I'll try again.
This is it. This is easy, man. Ready? Do you rent the place you live?
Yeah.
Okay, so just say it like this, all right? So you're telling me, Miss Clerk of the Court, if I don't pay my rent, I can live in here forever? There'll be no court filings.
Right.
So my landlord can just go to the police and say, Antone didn't pay. Do you have proof? Well, we're not judges, so we don't really need proof. I'll just kick him out.
Oh yeah, that was one thing. We have a
Just don't go
website.
running around kicking people out of their homes. They need court orders.
Yeah.
That's
We have a case search, but you have to look for the case individually. So you would have to know who got evicted in order to look it up.
FOIA.
Okay. All right, cool. That's pretty much all.
Get it, dude. All right. Keep it up.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Do, man. All right. Next here we got in line Ace.
Yes, sir. How's it going, man? So, first off, I want to say thanks a lot for doing this, and then also I want to say to Emory, really, really nice work with the NEPQ process. I'm actually studying the same thing, so that was great to see that in action. I got a question real quick, Zach. I'm working with a guy right now. He is currently he's living in the house. I guess his parents had died. I got two people. His parents had died, so I guess he left it for him and his brother. And the brother is like standing in the way of him kind of getting rid of it. Like, is that something that you can do something with if like one person agrees and then the other doesn't?
You can, but it's not going to be a clean transaction.
Okay.
So do they not want to sell it because of the money or because they just want to keep the house?
Well, okay, so the brother, I think he just wanted to keep it. And then the other one, he did want to get money for it. So I guess it's like that right there. Because I guess it's their parents' house and the parents got killed or something in a car accident. So
Jeez. I mean, it's going to be very hard to wholesale that house. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If it's money, we can kind of make it work it well. But like, let me ask you a question. You got to figure this out pretty quick. Who's paying for the taxes this year?
The guy who I was speaking with, who's living at the house but he's on disability. He ended up in the hospital. They tried to take a bullet out of his brain and ended up making him go blind or something like that. And now he was home. Like, it's a long story. I was talking to him and he said that he's been using his disability and stuff to pay the taxes, but he's still behind on them a little bit.
Is he the guy that doesn't want to sell it probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is easy. This is so easy.
Okay.
This is all right. So I deal with the situation a lot, not because of that thing, that is a tragedy. It's terrible. But I deal with this on one end, on probates all the time.
Okay.
Because what happens is somebody passes away, say a dad, and then the son, who, let's call him a bum, doesn't do anything all day. Like, he just chills out all day, does nothing. And he lives in his dad's house for free. And that's the way it works, right? And he doesn't want to sell because he wants to live in the house for free. And then the sister needs the money. And then it's like, what do we do here, right? Same thing in the situation. So all the heirs, there's the guy living in the house, and is there somebody else that wants to sell? So what, 2 heirs, 3 heirs? What's the situation?
Well, he said it's just him and his brother, so there are only 2.
2. Okay. So the brother wants to sell it because he probably wants the money, and he's not benefiting from the house just sitting there, right?
Yep.
Brother is benefiting because he basically gets free rent. Taxes are cheap, right? Was it $1,000, $2,000? Like, that's $200 a month. Taxes are very cheap for him. So he basically lives in there for free. So why is he going to run away from this free money? Like, this is a free rent for him. Why is he ever going to not want to sell it? And so he's stuck in there. And so it's a clash of situations. And so the one thing that's going to happen is the roof's going to have to be new on there. They're going to have to renovate it. There's going to be now expenses that's going to go on. And what's going to happen is the brother's not going to want to pay for it, but he wants to live in there for free still. Usually the house just gets destroyed at that point.
Okay.
Is there property insurance on it?
I don't. The water's off in the house. Like, he's like, there's got to be people come in and bring in like 5 gallons, and it's a whole thing. Like I said, the guy
can't afford it, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: he can't afford property insurance. There's no water going on. There's probably electrical issues. If that thing burns to the ground, first of all, he's going to lose a brother, which is super sad. And number 2, there's going to be the value of the property is going to be worth nothing.
Okay.
And so you need to explain this to the brother, which he's just going to get more upset over it, the guy that wants to sell it. But here's the truth. If this thing burns to the ground tomorrow because there's electrical issues and there's no water and just becoming disgusting, First of all, there's gonna be more mold. He's probably not running the AC, so that thing's getting nasty. There's gonna be like the property's just getting in disarray. And if the roof's gonna, how old's the roof?
He already said it's about to fall in, and somebody stole the AC system and they stole the copper pipes.
Is this Macon?
Huh?
Is this Macon?
You said is it making?
What city?
Oh, Kansas City.
Yeah,
Missouri.
sounds like Kansas City. Okay, there's some parts of Kansas City. That's more of a Macon, Georgia thing, but okay. Dude, that's a toughie. Stealing the AC. That's man. There's only like 5 cities I know that happens. Okay, so St. Louis is another big one. All right, yeah. If the AC is not running, there's mold. The roof's probably old. This is where you gotta explain. I'm gonna coach the brother. Hey, brother, tell your brother that unless he pays for the AC and the roof, 10, 15 grand, we got to sell it.
Okay.
He's going to say no, and then he's going to be forced to sell it. That's the way we got to do it. Now, this comes in an ethical dilemma. Do we really want a blind guy on disability to go somewhere he can't go because he can't afford it? Now, I don't know what to go from there.
I know. Okay.
This is not I can't make that decision. So I'm not going to force anyone to sell anything. I'm just going to give the truth to the guy, and you make the decision by yourself. I don't know how to handle that situation. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not a social worker. I want the best for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
If the guy's going to be on the streets, I'm not going to want to wholesale that house even for 50 grand.
Okay.
I don't think that's the right thing to do. So it's a toughie.
Yeah, I feel that. I got another question because I'm actually working with another lady who I was doing like a little drive for $1 and I seen the house and ended up like trying to find them, but I couldn't. So I found the people, like I started adding a bunch of people on Facebook that was related, got in contact with the sister, talked to her today, because her brother ended up getting killed or whatever. And basically I basically just told him that it looks like they are behind on the taxes or whatever. And she gave me a call right away. She's like, hey, call my mom. But again, the brother was kind of young. So he ended up getting shot and killed. And I don't think it was like a will or anything on it. So like now the mom is taking care of everything. So how would you go about like what is to, and I know this might be a little bit of a silly question. Please forgive me. But how do you go about something like that where maybe there wasn't a will, but the man is dead and now the mom is taking care of everything?
Yeah. So I hate this. So I don't, in my local market, there's not really, I don't wholesale in, I hate to say it, I don't know how to say it the right way. When people get shot and killed, those are usually statistically more in high crime areas. So I usually avoid those for wholesaling because a lot of cash buyers don't like that. But I have specific areas which I'll do. Now, this seems like, so I do with probates all the time. There's no will. So I can tell you off of that.
Okay.
This is definitely an extraordinary circumstance. But when there's no will, you just got to go through the probate. Most likely the mom, is there a father there too?
No, she only mentioned her mom.
Okay. I think in a probate situation, the mom would get the house.
Okay. Okay.
And then it'd have to go through probate. But it depends does the guy have brothers and sisters?
Well, that's how I got because I was inboxing like the whole family, and then she finally wrote me back, and just based on what I had told her, and she was just like, yeah, I'm his sister, what you want to know? And then that's when she gave me her mom's number. So I called the mom, but she hasn't answered, but I wanted to have the information before I even got in contact with her just to kind of prepare her properly.
Yeah. Honestly, like, let me tell you what I would just say it, because this situation's a mess, and you know this. But we get paid in proportion to the problem we solve in wholesaling. In this situation, I'll explain. I don't know what the judge is going to give on the property on the probate.
Okay.
I know it's going to stay in the family, so the money can split whatever way you guys want, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, if the judge says the brothers get it all, you guys can split it from there. It's up to you guys, really. But what the judge is going to do is we're probably going to file a probate, and the judge is going to decide it goes to the family. He might split it between the family. It depends on what the wishes of the family members are. If they're all in agreement, everyone just splits whatever the house is worth. Then from there, you'll be good to go. Now, you can present a contract and probate. I'm pretty sure for the state of Missouri, you can do that. I would ask a title company.
Okay.
And they can explain a lot better because they deal with this. And you can basically, right now, today, have all the family members sign a contract to sell the property to you. And in probate, you can get it sold right there.
Okay.
And then boom, they get the money. And so I would just ask a title company just their specific Missouri laws. We do probates in Kansas City all the time, so it shouldn't be that difficult.
Okay.
But no, basically what's going to happen, really, this is not legal advice, but a judge is going to be like, okay, who gets the property? Well, there's a mom and then family members, give it to the family.
Okay.
Seems like the right thing to do. And that's what they're going to do.
Okay. Thank you
They're
for saying
stressed,
that.
they're overwhelmed, they're grieving, right? You got to you just help them out, right? Like, you just got to make it simple, not stressful, and try to help them.
Okay. Last thing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. If I have, so one thing I really think I had confused is I was thinking that the contracts were automatically like non-refundable. Obviously, that's not correct though. Like when they put down the earnest money deposit.
For the cash buyer?
Mm-hmm, for the cash buyer, and I have someone right now who is they don't really speak much English, but I had some people talking to them in Spanish or whatever. But now they're trying to pull out. How do you do you guys have the contracts on maybe like how to protect yourself so that the title company doesn't just end
Yeah.
up sending
Did
okay.
you use our assignment agreement?
Yes.
On our assignment agreement, it'll clearly state if they're not getting that EMD back. Once they sign that. And guess what? You are going to explain to that title company that they don't get their EMD back. It's going to be held in escrow. And now it doesn't work in the way that it sounds sexy, where they're like, "Oh, Ace, here's the $3,000. Here you go." It doesn't work like that. It's going to be held in escrow, and that's going to go to the state. You're going to have to just dispute it, and so they're not going to get that money back.
That's what I was told, that it will go. They were going to put it in state or whatever.
Yeah, it'll go to the state.
Okay, so there's
I
no
hate to
way.
say it. It's mostly a scare tactic, so they don't back out. But it'll go to the state. It might cost you some money to go fight it, but you will get the money back because they signed it.
Okay. Last thing. So, like, say for instance that it does go to state, because somebody told me that there was some way that you can make them sign a contract beforehand, so that if they don't go through with it, then the money is released to you, the buyer and the seller has to both sign. That's stupid.
It's not escrow, and so that's going to be. It's up in the air if that's legal or not.
Okay.
If they're paying you a consulting for the lead, that gets weird.
Mm-hmm.
With our lawyers and everyone, and talking to multiple title companies, most of them won't accept that.
Okay.
So we're just making sure it's legal, and you will get the EMD. How much was it? $3,000?
Yeah.
You will probably get $2,000 of it after paying fees and everything.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm not even gonna hold you up anymore.
Do me a favor though, because this is your money. Okay. Make
Mhm.
sure you let the title company know not to give them the money back, because some title companies are stupid. They'll just give it back.
Oh no, they already have told me, because it's the whole thing. But I definitely will appreciate you and your tips. Thanks a lot.
And
Have a
last
good-
one, sorry. Do the right thing. Let the cash buyer know. Two things. Number one, you could still buy it. You get your $3,000 back, but you got to buy it.
Okay.
And it might force their hand just to buy it because they want to be out $2,000 or $3,000. And if not, you can give them the credit for the next deal they buy, but I probably want to do that. So just let them know. Do the nice thing. Hey, you're going to lose your EMD. Just buy the property. If not, I'm going to get it.
Okay.
And then from there, don't send them anything. I just want to make sure you get your money. Don't send them anything, because everything you do and say to the cash buyer will be used against you.
Dang. That's actually really good advice, because I have been kind of messaging them, but thank you for saying
Don't
that.
threaten, don't say anything mean, right?
Okay.
You're going to lose everything. You need to do it now. Don't be like, hey, unfortunately, with our agreement, you got to make it all professional. I'd use ChatGPT, like say this as if a lawyer, and it'll save you out. So try that. You'll do good. You got your money. Don't worry. And I'm always here to help.
Okay, thank you, Zach. One last thing, and I'm gonna exit off of here. I seen someone, you know how y'all always be like, you require proof of funds. I seen somebody like, oh, well, you can get a fake proof of funds letter from a website. So like, what's the point of asking for proof of funds if somebody can just get a fake proof of funds letter?
This is simple. So if you are asking if I'm a good cash buyer in my city, and you ask for my proof of funds, I can just, $5 billion Chase, I can Photoshop it, right? How do you know if this is real or not? Guess what you're going to do? You're going to call Chase Bank and say, hey, I'm confirming proof of funds for transaction, account number, blank, 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 blank. Is there $5 billion in Zach's bank account? No.
Damn.
And you can I can have Chase Bank right now say, send a letter or create a letter showing I at least have $1 million in my bank account, and Chase Bank will make it. And guess what happens if I fake it?
What?
I go to jail for bank fraud.
Damn.
I'm frauding you with the bank, right?
Okay.
So Bank of America, Chase, Citi, like the big banks, if they make a certified letter and somebody alters it, that's bank fraud. That's illegal.
Okay.
Now, if I have a letter that says, this is, Zach Capital Group will extend funding for that. That's stupid. Anyone can get that, all right? My 11-year-old cousin can get a $500,000 line of credit, okay? Make sure it's from a legit bank stating that. And then also ask them how many properties they bought for cash the past 12 months. Give me the address. And give me the title company. I like to call and verify it.
Okay. That's perfect. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you. And God bless. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Boom. All right. And then, yeah. So last question here. I got 2 deals in Newcastle, PA, and Oil City. Yeah. We can do Newcastle. I got a lot of Newcastle people send me deals. Wait for the announcement tomorrow. It will be there. But if you want, just go to freewholesaling.com on the JV link in the next couple hours. You can start sending deals in, and you'll be good to go. And then the last thing I want to explain to you guys is if you are not where you're at in life right now, I want everyone to understand this. And this is a very important statement for everybody. If you're not at where you want to be in life financially right now, it is completely because of you. It's because of how you thought to this point. It's because of what you've done to this point. And it's because of everything that has happened in your life, unfortunately, is brought you to the financial situation you're at right now. This is not saying that you did something bad or you're a terrible person, but if you are not at where you want to be, it's because of stuff you've did and you have to get complete accountability for it. This does not mean this is where your future is going to lie. But if you'd want to change where you're at right now in your life financially with wholesaling, real estate, wherever in your business, you have to make a change. To change, you must change. And because if we take full accountability of why we're at right now, we know that, okay, because I'm doing this, this is why I'm at this point. I don't like this. I'm going to make a change of what I'm doing, how I'm thinking, and what I'm doing every single day, and how I'm thinking. A lot of people do this. This is not raw, foo-foo, spiritual awakening type thing. But how you think is going to change everything about what you do physically, financially, and mentally. So remember, guys, we only have a few moments in life that we can be alive and live our dreams, right? And guys, you got to live life to the fullest. And so if you want to make that financial change for yourself, go out here and commit to making that change yourself. I don't care if it's losing weight, being a better wife or husband, being a better father, being a better mother, being a better wholesaler. It all starts from making that change in the mind and just committing to yourself that I'm going to change. It all stems from the words you say. Hey, I want to get a deal. Hey, I'm going to get a deal. I should check that. I'm going to do that. Go out here and do it. So I can't really help you out on the other ends of that. But I can help you financially. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Maybe mentally a little too. But just go to freewholesaling.com. Hop on to our announcement tomorrow. It'll be really fun. And do it, guys. Let's get it. So, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com, and I'm excited for the announcement.